So this morning we are off to, I'm off to pick up Mum and Dad, and we're off to see the oncologists and find out what they're going to do with him and do with his treatment or not treatment, as the case may be. My feeling is I think they're going to probably do chemo. And so I'm off to get Mum and Dad now, and I will report back a little bit later on how we got on.
Say good morning.
Morning.
So
Home from home again. Hospital today, tomorrow, next Wednesday. Hey.
So we'll let you know when we get on when we come out, won't we, Dad?
Yeah, let you know when we come out. If I come out, I might be going over there called mortuary.
stop it.
Not just yet, I hope. A bit early for that, Dad.
I don't have my cornflakes yet, so it's a bit early to go in there.
Do you not want your Weetabix? Isn't it a Weetabix you're supposed to have
Before I go to Tesco's.
before you go to Tesco's? All right, that's it. We will report back later.
Yeah, bye.
So we've seen the oncologist, and he said Dad can't have chemo. My dad, being my dad, can't do anything normally. He's got a rare mutation. It's got a very, I don't know, technical medical terms. I will find it and let you know. But he's got a rare gene mutation, which means that he's got tablets instead, and it's called, oh God, I keep thinking teapot. Tipotimide? No, not tipotimide, but anyway, he's on a tablet anyway. His mutation is, the abbreviation of it is MET. I'll need to find out because it's about 3 miles long, this word. And so chemo's not really an option for him. He's got to have a scan. He's had a blood test this morning. He's got to have another scan to make sure, see what it's doing, because it is a very aggressive form of cancer. And they're going to do a brain scan as well, because it's, from what I can gather from this morning, obviously we were a bit shocked he wasn't getting chemo and it was more aggressive than I understood. This particular cancer can actually go to the brain, which is really not great, is it? So when we got back home, Dad obviously didn't fancy coming on video, and I said to him, look, I'll do one a bit later and let you know how we go on. So we started ticking off his kick in the bucket list. So we've booked, he wanted Christmas dinner. He likes Christmas dinner in July, but it's the end of July now. We're not going to get a chance to do it. So we booked a Christmas dinner in early August. So while he hopefully can still taste things and still has some kind of appetite, although he hasn't got a very big appetite currently. He hasn't had an appetite for the last 2 or 3 years, really. And then he wants to go around the gin factory. So we're going to go and do that as well. So we're starting to tick off his bucket list bit by bit. And we'll see how the side effects go. The side effects, by all accounts, aren't as bad as that you get with chemo. So there's be hair thinning. He's got as you've seen, he's got a full head of hair, really thick hair. So hair thinning potentially, swollen legs, ankles, and like all of these things, when you have these invasive, drugs, they can have effects on sort of the liver and the kidney function and so on. So he has to have regular blood tests. They're starting on, because he doesn't have any symptoms currently, even though he's got this aggressive form of cancer, which the doctor finds really quite weird. He couldn't believe that Dad was out dog walking with me a couple of weeks ago. And he's not short of breath or anything like that. My dad's probably a bit of an anomaly, really. But there we go, you should expect that really from him. So they're going to start him on a low dose and see how he responds to it and how the cancer responds to it, then up it if necessary. But prognosis isn't great. He's probably got about 18 months if we're lucky. That's with treatment. I was sort of hoping, or I was sort of thinking that his treatment, he had maybe 6 or 8 months without treatment and up to 5 years with treatment. Obviously now they've got all the tests together and got everything that they needed to gather together. They've brought that prognosis right back to probably about 18 months tops. So whether we have him this time next year or not, I don't know. We will see. So that's the current state of affairs, and you know, Dad will come back on camera at some point, but I think today he's just processing and trying to get his head around the fact that he feels fine. He doesn't feel any different, you know, he doesn't feel ill in any way. Gets a bit tired, but then he is 81, as he says. I'm 81, so I'm allowed to get a bit tired. And I do tend to agree with him. So he's probably having a bit of a processing. He's going to be processing for the next 2 or 3 days, but we will get him back on camera, and once he's had a chance to think about it all a bit more, I will ask his thoughts on the whole thing. He thinks it's a load of bollocks, but you know, that's Dad. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.